Microphone check, microphone check. I don't wanna hear any static on that bit. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Fly on the Motherfucking Wall. And you know, every time, whenever I get somebody on here, we don't play games. We always get the most creative, the coolest, the people who are pushing the bounds, the people who are putting St. Louis on their fucking backs, the people who deserve to be fucking talked about. Today, we have someone that I highly respect, someone that I look up to and think his creative design is genius, his raps are genius, the way he pushes the creative bounds forward, I think it's something that we need more in our fucking city, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stop doing the hype train. I do this every fucking time. We have Phonzz.
Let's go. What's the word?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're here.
Hell yeah. Bro, it's awesome to have you on here, man. I feel like I've been, honestly, I mean, it feels like every time we kick it, we have a podcast without the camera on. Like,
nah, for real.
Because we just be fucking talking about everything. Literally, what's going on in the culture, what's going on in our livelihoods, business, just shit like that. And it's a vibe, bro. Like, we could do one of these episodes, it could go for fucking 15 hours if we wanted to.
I mean, we just talked for like 2.
Yeah, we already had an episode before this, but we got so much more to talk about that it don't stop. But damn, bro. Again, giving you your flowers, bro. You're incredible with what you do. And every time that fucking, we've linked up, I get more inspired to want to do shit. So kudos to you for that. More flowers, because I feel like I'm always looking for inspiration these days.
Yeah.
But let me ask you some questions that I've been curious about, and I'm sure our viewers are curious about too. You do so many cool fucking things. Your graphic design shit's sick. Your art stuff in general is just fucking cool, and I feel like you're a visionary with that stuff. Do you have like a Mount Rushmore of like your 4 creative, like who are like the 4 creative guys or like ladies or anyone in general? Who are the 4 creative people that you can go to and say, this is like where a lot of my inspiration comes from? Like, could be hip hop, rapping stuff, could be design stuff, could be anything.
All right, dope. I mean, let's see. I mean, first and foremost, probably Shirt. Shouts to Shirt. That's like my favorite rapper, artist of all time.
Hell yeah.
Lucky enough to have a song with him.
That's
very,
hard.
Very dope, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'd probably say Philip T. Anon from the Madberry Club.
Hell yeah.
Really dope designer, illustrator, just like business mind. So he actually created the Flatbush Zombies.
Oh, no shit.
Create is like an overstatement. He like helped like put that together visually.
It's like a guiding hand.
Like the whole like brand of what it was.
Yeah.
He was kind of a big part of that. So
okay, hell yeah,
that's really
that's
dope.
hard.
I probably say Aaron Draplin after that.
Dope.
The famous, retro thick style designs, like the chunky stuff that you see on the back of like an old school like retro box of like screws or like some fucking shotgun shells from like the
staple
70s.
Design stuff.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
But then I probably say after that, who's another really dope? I mean, Casey Neistat, one of my favorite like videographers of all time.
Hell yeah.
Really inspired me. And I'd probably say after that, I don't want to go easy because Kanye's, that's like...
You can throw him on there, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I mean, your Mount Rushmore doesn't have to necessarily be 4 people. It could be like fucking 10.
Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, Kanye before the, problematic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kanye without the issues.
Yeah. And then...
that's real.
Trying to think. I want to throw one more in there that I really can't think off the top of my head. Let's see. That's all I got.
That's good though. I feel like that's a great list. Some of those names are new names to me too. Was it Aaron Draplin?
Yeah.
I didn't know that name before, and that's cool. I'm gonna have to study up and do my research on that shit.
He's like one of the really. I probably say he's like one of the most famous brand designers out there.
Really? All right. Hell yeah.
Because he's like, I feel like he did it in a very non-traditional way. He wasn't working at like one of these super big fancy agencies.
Yeah.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
And he just does shit on his own accord.
That's dope. So, and I feel like those are usually the people who are the most creative. The unbound by corporate fucking overhead. You know?
No, for sure.
But that's dope. I think those are all really fucking super cool fucking creatives that you picked. And fucking, I mean, I'm a big Ye guy too, so I get that. And and with the problematic issues, obviously he's gonna do some fucking crazy buck wild shit. Some shit is unforgivable. Yeah.
What'd you say that you called it though when he does the stuff that he does?
Oh, he's just a creative disaster.
Yes.
He is. And he is problematic, but he does give us some shit that's fucking just unlike anything else.
Yeah.
And it is awesome. I do try to separate the art from the artist with shit like that at times, because I feel like I've developed a lot of my creative mind off of the things that he's done, and some of the shit he does, like we were talking about it earlier. He said fuck Virgil. He's saying like fucking I'm not gonna use some of the terms because then I'm gonna look bad.
Yeah.
But like, he's just hopping on Twitter just saying crazy fucking shit. He's just a mad fucking scientist. And he's always been like that. But the bigger he's gotten, the more he's gotten under the microscope. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing now is like, he's getting hyper detailed and a little more unhinged.
Yeah, I mean, that's Kanye, though.
That's Kanye.
And I feel like, the craziest part, and it's not to like go on like, Kanye conversation.
No, you're good,
he's about to drop an album, apparently. Mm-hmm. I think that his marketing is always interesting because we always know he's going to do troll marketing.
Yeah,
troll-based marketing is his thing. But I think he also did two interesting things. He, the thing at the Grammys was interesting.
Yeah,
but also the fact that he got his portfolio reevaluated to be like, hey, actually, I'm worth $2 billion, not one, and I never was broke.
Yeah,
He was like, I was at my brokest, I was at $400 million. Which,
right.
And it's like, damn. I mean, you really can't argue with that.
No, right.
So,
yeah, man, that's dope. Yeah, he's always gonna be all over the place. But I will always tap into what he's doing, just work wise, because I think it does inspire me. And he's just different, bro. Like, mindset and art wise. But carrying on from that, because I could talk about Ye all day.
100%.
As far as like you do so much creative shit, I keep bringing that up. What got like? Is there any like pivotal moments that like you feel like tipped the scale for you as far as like wanting to lean further into being a creative? Like earlier in your life, like is there like a moment that you were like, oh well, this made me feel like this is what I want to keep doing?
Yeah. So there was kind of two moments. So when I was a kid, I'll probably say this is like middle school or something like that. Probably like eighth grade. And then somewhere in like 9th grade.
Hell yeah.
I was like walking past my step pops. He was like a graphic designer.
Hell yeah.
He was like in sales and marketing, kind of that world.
Yep.
I remember I walked past his desk one day because he worked from home before it was cool. It was like 2010, 2009.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And like I remember I saw him like designing a website.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like,
and
he's like, oh yeah, just like, just working on this website. It's just like a side project I picked up. And I was just like, what do you mean? It's just like, he's like, yeah, it doesn't really make that much money, but I just kind of do it, here and there, just like for some side bread.
Hell yeah.
And so like ever since then, I knew that he had like this software that you could like make shit with.
Yeah. From scratch.
Oh,
it's a moment too.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
you
like,
discover that, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and also, like, I was lucky enough, like, he had, like, a spare, like, gaming PC.
Oh, hell yeah.
He had used for, like, work and gaming, but he had, like, beat the shit out of it, for years.
Right.
So it was, like, kind of, like, on his last leg, but it was good enough that it ran everything still,
Yeah,
And obviously, this is in, like, I think it was, like, 2008, so it was, like, shit was still just getting good.
Oh, yeah. You were starting to see that.
Yeah.
Advancement of the technological side of things.
Yeah. So like, so I remember one day for like, I think in like this like fast forward like a year later in like ninth grade, I got this project in history class for the Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, Mr. Hubbard, shout out to Mr. Hubbard. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
yeah.
you never remember teachers' names.
No, but if they leave a mark,
if they left a mark,
you remember them.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a dope dude. But yeah, he was like, yo, we're gonna make a Time magazine cover for your favorite like Harlem Renaissance historical figure.
That's dope.
And just like, make it like all the historical points, put them on the front of the page, like as if they're like highlights and features in the magazine.
Yeah, yeah.
So went ahead, went home, and like he's like, you can make it in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or whatever.
Right.
Just figure it out. And I was just like, I'm not finna do that. So I went home. Obviously, I loaded up Adobe. Like there was like one key left because that's back when they had software keys.
Oh yeah.
So it's like one key left on like the Adobe Creative Cloud or the Creative Suite.
Yeah.
And that shit was like $2,500, $3,000.
Right.
So like my steppops was pissed about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he found out.
For sure.
But
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I loaded it up. You know what I'm saying? Like learn how to work Photoshop, make this cover. Brought us to school and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, up the quality beyond everyone else.
The quality.
Yeah,
and like you know what I'm saying, like Nipsey said, that's how I knew that I was different.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Like it was like that was the moment. And then but then what's funny is after that, I didn't even realize that it was a skill. I just realized I was like, well, actually, I remember I would play around in like all the different like Adobe like fucking programs and shit.
Yeah.
I remember one time like thinking to myself, it's like the middle of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like after like, going in like 10th grade probably. And I remember like I'm sitting in my bedroom. It's like the middle of July.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's like outside at the pool and shit playing basketball. And I'm like locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this is gonna make me bread in the future.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you saw the vision
I saw the vision because
Yeah.
it was like, I knew that like I was using this professional grade program, like this software that most kids didn't
have the access to, or like they were the
access, and they just haven't. They flat out they didn't even know what it was.
Like
it was strange.
Yeah,
and I was in there
working on that shit.
Working early.
Damn.
Like and so
and
so I think that
that's dope.
When I look at it, like a lot of the shit I do, I think it was just because I was so fucking early.
Yeah,
and I also took the time, but like even though I did have the access, bro, it was like. You could also do like hacked portable software back in the day. You remember all that?
Yeah.
So it's like obviously like I had access to it, but there was access to it if you wanted to seek it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like
hell
it's really up to like how bad you wanted to do it.
Yeah, and if you really want to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, man.
That's sick as fuck. I love a good origin story.
Yeah.
It's like getting a little background. But that's dope, man. I feel like that definitely paid off because all the shit you do is fucking sick. Creatively, it's inspiring. So like you've met the mark. Like and you have to. You're right though. You do have to like exert that effort. Like it's for me making music. Like when I fucking started, it was like I was kind of garbage at first, but I still wanted to work at it. So it was like same thing. Everyone's out fucking doing shit. Yeah. I'm in there. Working on what I'm trying to work on and like developing a new skill that I'm interested in. And you did that and he's standing on 10 toes with it, bro. But yeah, no, I think that's fucking dope. And I like how it bleeds into everything you do. I feel like, you get one creative fucking thing and then it turns into four other fucking creative things. And that's the fun of being a creative. It doesn't have to be just fucking one thing. Can branch out into all this other shit.
For sure. It definitely can. I mean, like, from, like, the design shit, I mean, even, like, I was, like, telling you earlier about, like, how I got into, like, freelancing and whatnot.
Yeah.
It went from, like, me being able to design for, like, restaurants.
Yeah.
To understanding that this is the gateway to like relationship building on a business level.
For sure. For sure.
And just knowing that like, okay, like let's say you come across a company that doesn't have a marketing budget. Cause like what I ended up learning was every company every year plans for their budget a year ahead.
Yeah.
Or like in that last third to fourth quarter, they plan for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already allocated dollars to what they need to allocate dollars towards if they're running their business correctly. If they want to be in business. So you kind of learn that like, okay, if they only have $800 to dedicate towards marketing. And they're like, we can pay you for social media marketing.
Yeah.
And then we might need 2 or 3 things. Can you fit it into that budget? Is that worth your time?
Right.
And you say yeah to it. Now you're off to the races. You got like a little extra cash that most people don't have.
That aren't prepared for it.
And then you got to figure out like, okay, how can I leverage my relationship with this restaurant that I have access to this owner that has like a business.
Yeah.
And like you treat it like your own shit and you figure out how to like get some money out of that. Like work with other brands that are related or like whatever.
Yeah, that parallel each other.
Parallel, yeah. And it's like it takes some trial and error and some like falling on your face, but like, you know, I think that you kind of when you develop that skill and you recognize the opportunity, man, it's like
damn right.
It's priceless.
And it's a wrap after that too.
Yeah.
And I speaking on the falling on your face stuff, I feel like you have to do that shit.
Yeah.
No one great doesn't fall on their face at some point. And I feel like I mean, I was asset design, bro. Yeah,
bro, it's like funny. Like I sometimes look at like my like designs from like even like 2015. Yeah, and there's like little things that I do now so innately, you know.
Yeah,
like that I just wasn't doing.
You did. Well, you might not even have been aware of it at that point too, and you almost like to become aware of that stuff. You have to burn your hand on the stove in a way, like You almost, like, I feel like the shit that I got stronger at in any facet of what I'm doing, I fucked it up immensely at one point. Yeah. And because I fucked it up so bad before, I have, like, it's, like, scarred me to be like, I can't let that happen ever again. Yeah. And I gotta evolve from that or beyond that in some kind of way. Like, all right, like, I don't know, like, back when I was, like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago even, I was rapping, I probably wasn't as vulnerable as I am now. And I feel like that was a big hindrance on my music. I wasn't like giving you fully me, heart on my sleeve kind of shit. And those mistakes have made me, it scarred me in a good way. It taught me to be like, all right, I need to fix that part of this artistry that I'm doing. Like, I gotta be more vulnerable and share more. And I feel like I've evolved into a better artist, a better rapper, a better producer, all because of that.
Why do you feel like it like scarred you artistically?
I feel like I embarrassed myself in a weird way. But like...
You thought you were like too tough?
Yeah, like I was like trying to not be like, I don't want to say soft, but like there's just weak moments in every person's life that you don't want to talk about. Yeah. And being an artist, the best artists talk about them. Kendrick, fucking God level with it right now. Like, with vulnerability. That's why he's so likable. And, you know, all my favorite artists have all been extremely vulnerable. Frank Ocean, one of my favorite artists that I've always looked up to. Blonde is probably one of the most vulnerable pieces of work I've ever heard in my life. Easily. And I think, you know, what scarred me from it is it felt like I knew the quality of potential that I could do with my work, and because I didn't meet that bar, I think it's just because I'm so hard on myself, which is a good and bad thing. But I looked back on it and I was like, fuck, I'm so much better now. Why wasn't I better then? Mm-hmm. And then it feels embarrassing in a weird way, but it shouldn't be. That's just the internal. That's the fucking back of your brain talking to you, just saying, hey, like.
Tighten up.
Yeah, tighten it up. But we as human beings, sometimes we take that so heavily. And I did. Yeah. And because of that, I improved. Sometimes it don't work like that, though. I'll be honest. Like, there are definitely moments where it scars you the wrong way.
But you know what's funny, bro? It's like in like the creative process, I feel like when we're in those eras of our creativity, we don't feel like we're constraining ourselves.
Right.
It just feels like this is the way that we're deciding to communicate because this is how we want to communicate. Yeah. Like, for example, like I always thought it was weird to let people know that I was a designer because who would respect a rapper that does background stuff?
Right. I get that.
Like, and I've heard this from so many people. I remember, shout out to my boy Najee. I remember one time he was like, hey, bro, he's like, stop coming to the shows with a camera in your hand, bro, because you look like the cameraman, not the rapper.
Oh,
and it's like, and bro, this is something that resonates through so many different rooms and so many different areas of life. Like there's times where like if you walk in with the camera guy backpack and the cameras, it's like people all of a sudden don't respect you, and it's like, but I got $10,000 worth of gear in my backpack.
Shit that I'm
you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing more.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or like it's like people like it's like a perceived value thing, bro. It's like if you're like a utility based, people think that it's like it's just they just look at it as easy. It's the strangest shit.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like our best memories are connected to movies.
Yeah.
They're connected to a piece of clothing.
Yeah,
literally. All these things that had to be made by people that you don't know the names or faces of.
Right.
You know? It is like
you
know, like what are we doing here? You know,
people just I think it's just it's always a perspective shift thing. Like people don't. Like you were talking about perceived value. Like people do look at the people. It's funny. People who look at the people who do more than just play one role kind of thing, and then they're like, oh well, that must be easy, or like he's like there's like some weird stigma to it when really those are the people who are like busting their fucking ass and really care about the details. Because if you're putting in that extra work to like be like if you're the rapper and you're the cameraman and you're the fucking graphics guy and you're the videographer, all these things, it does get looked at differently. It does get looked at as like, oh well, I think what people do is they almost go, he's got so many hands in so many different baskets that the basket doesn't have value.
Well, it's like also there's no way he's good.
At all of it. There's like they're like he can only be good at one thing. It's like not really. That's the fun of art. Like
I feel like you can only be good at one thing when you do multiple things. Mm-hmm. When you're trying to also, when you're also just like killing the clock and wasting time. You know? Because like, bro, for me, like when it comes to doing all this extra shit, I treat it like a lot of people be on 2K.
Yeah, facts.
I don't be on 2K. I don't be on the game like that.
That's real. Like, I know that's right.
Like when Muggs be chilling, like it's times I think to myself, it's like the middle of the summer. Like I was telling you, like as a kid,
I'm clocked in.
It's middle of the summer. On like a fucking boring ass like June weekend. I'm locked in. And I'm locked in. It's fucking January or February. What are we doing? We're doing this podcast. And the last 2 weeks, what we've been doing.
Hey, locked in. EP coming soon.
Hey,
maybe that might be a little leak for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Something.
If you listen this far,
hey, we're cooking. But we were talking about this, I think like a week or two ago when we were having one of our sessions about how like, I think I brought up how like if I don't make anything creative in a week or something, I get like depressed. Like, and we were both kind of sharing our thoughts on that and how we both felt the same. And like, I feel like it sounds extreme to those who don't understand, but like realistically, I think that is the extreme level you have to take it to. And I care about this shit so much that like literally if I don't make a song in a week or I don't make a beat in a week or I'm not recording a podcast or doing something that I feel like is pushing me further, I feel like I'm just a fucking crusty piece of shit, bro. Like it just, and like the worst ways, like I beat myself up even more. I think having those extreme cares about this shit makes you sharpen so much of your tools. You care about it just the same way that I care about it. We've talked about it multiple times. And I think almost caring about it is more important than being hyper talented at anything. You know? Because then that's how you become even more hyper talented, is like you just care about the details. You're the shadings of the fucking picture. Like it's not just the fucking outline. It's like what's on the inside of the picture. How do we shade it? What colors are we using? And I'm using, this is all metaphor based terms here. I'm not actually talking about painting, if y'all are catching my drift. But yeah, bro. Fuck.
Nah,
I don't know where I'm going there, but I feel like
I was getting you. I mean, I think too, man, like all of the shit, like the time that you put in, it also just compounds. You know, like putting in that quality work and releasing it or whatever, it just compounds, and it compounds more than being like I'm a talented individual. That's gonna like, I'll give you an example. And it's no diss to anybody watching.
Hey, this is just for the people.
This is
it's free game. That's what this is.
Free game or free diss.
Yes.
Take it as you
take it as you will.
Take it as you will.
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah. But like if you got 5 posts on your Instagram and you're like, I'm gonna drop a project and you do 3 posts and it's only you know, X amount of posts. If it's like, if you just got under 10 posts on your Instagram because you feel like it's mysterious and like, you want to have the perfect image.
Oh, yeah, you're missing already. You're missing the mark.
I promise you nobody cares because on this side, like, the data's up. You know what I'm saying? It's about visibility. It's about brute force.
That shit.
It's about like I get people free game just like working with like different brands and shit, like under For the Win. It's literally all about brute force and just putting shit out consistently.
You have to.
And like it's, that's all it is.
People will, my thing is there's so much these days that's being put out that if you were worried about being mysterious and like this, you know, like we grew up, a lot of us, most people who grew up in like the 90s, early 2000s, whatever we did, we lived in an era pre-social media in a sense where like all these artists did have aura, but it's because there wasn't social media. There wasn't a camera to spotlight it on. And
it was paid aura though.
Yeah, it was paid aura.
It was paid aura. Because like when you look at artists like okay, for example, one of my favorite artists of all time, Lupe Fiasco. I told you he had that live where he's talking about like the state of the rap game and like what everything really is.
Yeah, it's not what it seems. Yeah,
it's not what it seems. If you look at Lupe Fiasco now, he looks like Unk. If you look, not for real. He
all respect to the Unks out there.
Yeah, he looks like Unk. If you look at Lupe Fiasco 2007,
the
flyest motherfucker you've ever seen.
Swear,
still to this day.
Yep. I know that's right.
You know, and like. And like even and like some artists got like, you know, the swag built in, but a lot of the artists like they had paid stylists and shit. It was just paid by the labels. It was paid to be perfected. That's why like if you look at like a lot of these artists, their machines are so big that they have to have a manicured look that can easily be distributed to people. Because if they're gonna take photos, they might as well have the best ones ever.
Yeah, literally
to distribute to whatever sources they need to distribute them towards.
Yeah,
because that's the game.
That's the game now. I mean, it's evolved to that kind of point. But touching back on the like being mysterious thing, like, you know, I think you know, you get the Playboy Cardis of the world, the Extentacion era where everyone was kind of like, I feel like got this like I want to be more reserved and like fucking hide from the people a little more and stuff. It's like no, like in this era. Like you said, people don't care, bro. There's so much shit that's being put out. If you don't put your best foot forward every time and continue to put shit out, you're gonna get forgotten about. That post you made is not gonna be talked about 2 months from now. Even if you re-spam it on your story 50 times. Like
also you gotta earn it too. Like okay, like you were saying, like you can't be mysterious.
Yeah.
That being mysterious is strictly reserved for people with budgets to be mysterious.
Yes, literally.
Because you can pay, you can be outside of the social media ecosystem and pay for all the other marketing channels around it.
Yeah.
You know?
And so then you don't really have to do the extra footwork or whatever.
Exactly. Like for example, like Travis Scott, right? I see you got the Cactus, you know, Jack McDonald's collab on the wall.
Y'all can't see it, but it's there.
It's over there. But if you think about a collab with Travis and McDonald's, Travis can go an entire year never posting on social media or maybe doing these like very specific posts, like 4 or 5 of them. But if he does a McDonald's collab, that's gotten him more impressions than ever posting on social media.
Yeah.
But how many people have access to a McDonald's collab?
Nobody.
It's the ultimate ultimate promotion.
Yeah, it's only people with that mega high budget that can do that shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
The mega high budget and the mega high just like data to be able to get access to some of that level.
Yeah.
Because nobody's getting access to that.
No.
But it's like
not.
But then when you look at people like Nipsey who are independent running their own operations, what did he have? He had Marathon Clothing Store in the fucking corner shop, and then he moved to the corner store and got the real build out. Then they just opened Marathon Burger. And then they got Marathon Dispensary. And then they got the fucking he had a whole production team. That's fucking business. Like it's about fucking creating infrastructure, ecosystem, putting a lot of shit out. He put out shit prolifically. But I mean, I'm not gonna go on any rants.
No, you're good, bro. Again, free fucking game if y'all are watching this shit, bro. Like,
it's not new information though.
Yeah. So some of these motherfuckers, I love y'all, but y'all need some free game out here. Like, because I feel like, that is what we lack. We all try to, and I've been a victim of it sometimes too, where it was like, all right, I want to be mysterious. I don't want to have to show my face or my personality out here. But then I looked at the podcast is a big outlet for me right now. Is like a form of me showing my personality, being able to show that I have friends who do this shit too, who are also extremely talented. But again, it's with the hammering people with content. You got to be consistent and you got to just put it out. Don't be shy. That's the problem. Is like we're all shy. Everyone's got a little bit of nervous wreck to them. But I think as artists and creatives. Fuck that. Yeah. Break the dam down and let that water flow, bro.
Also, nobody really cares.
Like
the shit that you posted last year that you're like, if you create this invisible standard for yourself, then you're never gonna meet it again. Because you're looking at an old post, like, oh, that was my best post. I don't have the resources to do that again, so I'm not gonna put anything out.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember my homie Byron was like, he had told me once, he was like, I wouldn't do a music video on a red camera, because if you do a music video on a red camera, it sets the bar really high. Yeah. And you can't meet that again. It's gonna do something to you like psychologically.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with that, but I feel like
you still gotta at least
it's like you can put your best foot forward and then just leave it where it's at.
Right.
And then move on, because you probably won't have access to that until you get another budget to do it.
But, to make that available to you again.
So man.
Hey, free game.
Free game again.
I normally set up a timer. I feel like we're probably at like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So we gonna hit a little break, and we're gonna, we on our little breaks we play a little snippet. Maybe we'll put a little something from our EP on there. So
let's get it.
We'll see. Coming to a theater near you. But we will be right back after these messages. This is Fly on the Wall. This is Phonzz. I am Remember Buddha. I hope that y'all are enjoying this shit. I hope that you're listening. I hope you're picking up game. And I hope that you don't forget any of this fucking shit. We'll be right back.
It's your pusher. It's your game lock, gotta take it like Liam Neeson to ice. I'm the king, y'all boys looking like Bryce. Big body Nissan, pissing off the peons. My slice of life made of pecans. Still pushing P till infinity and beyond. I'm speaking 5 types of Klingon. I got spaceship keys and my phone got D&D on. Trying to make my net flip, I can't do a rerun. Find you too eclectic, moves looking like Tetris. Middle of the Mecca, no exits. I had to make it work, it's a Frankenstein checklist. Look at where we headed, niggas is medieval, just might get beheaded. Your verse is Timu cheap, my verses feel boutique. The machine jam.
Welcome back, we are back, and hopefully you heard a little snippet of our new EP in the little break there. I don't know what song yet. We're still picking it out, obviously. Like that, I gotta still edit the episode. But great to have you here again. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for watching Fly on the Wall. And this is a very special episode. Phonzz is a very creative dude, and I think we need to be talking about more people like him, especially in our city. Lift them up, give them a bigger platform, give all of us a bigger platform. We're pushing the culture forward, and I think it's important to have these fucking conversations. Whether they be talking about Ye the whole time, or whether we be talking about your origin story. I think these are valuable conversations. So anyway, I'm happy to have you on, bro. It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite part. The first half, we get to know a little bit, learn a little bit about you, know more about you, learn about your interests, stuff like that. This is the Overrated Underrated series, which if you watch the podcast, you know what it is. I write my shitty handwriting down on this little loose leaf paper. The guest pulls a little thing out the hat. Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated. It's a wrap. So with that being said, we have Phonzz with the Overrated Underrated series.
All right, let's see.
I need to get like a Jamaican air horn on here. Some shit.
Little soundboard. All right, Virgil Abloh.
Woo! Hell yeah!
So where we going? Oh, you said, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, yeah,
what do you think, Virgil? Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated?
Perfectly rated.
Valid.
He's a fucking legend.
Let's talk about it. Why do you think he's perfectly rated?
I think he's perfectly rated because it just takes a certain level of like understanding of art and appreciation of art to
For sure.
understand how great he was at what he did.
Yep. I know.
Yeah, just because, I mean, yeah, what were we going to say?
No, you keep going. Going. Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like you're on a roll.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nah, but I feel like you just got to have like a really good understanding of like design and like all those things to understand Virgil. When I first came across Virgil, I will admit I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I remember I would watch his talks at like Harvard and like the Rhode Island School of Design videos, like the first one I ever saw of Virgil, which is weird to say.
Yeah.
Because I was like extremely late on Virgil.
Right.
Because I'm not like a fashion dude, which is like, I feel like might surprise people, but
Hey, you still got the drip though.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But like when I discovered him, I was like, okay, like I don't understand it, like because he's like everything was so simple.
Yeah.
But I think that like learning more about him actually helped me like refine my style a lot.
Hell yeah.
And understand that like, because I was always very insecure that like I'm not an illustrator.
Yeah.
You know, with my design.
Yeah.
But I found a way to like cloak myself within design and make people completely ignore that fact.
Yeah.
That I've never illustrated a damn thing.
Hell yeah. Right.
But I still managed to make things look different every single time. So
yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what I learned from Virgil, and I feel like that's like super invaluable.
Yeah.
Because he never said it, but he was like the way he would design was just like it was just like I'm gonna just do what I can do. And like kind of him talking about like, oh yeah, when I'm working with people, I'm just doing shit on the iPhone. I'll circle this and be like, hey, just make this kind of shape here to insinuate, kind of like fill out the silhouette on this and that. And that kind of showed me, I'm like, okay, I'm overthinking what design has to be. Yeah. Like, and I put it into my own kind of like I created my own philosophy around it.
Hell yeah.
And that's when shit started to really like do his thing, So
free game within the overrated underrated series, bro.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Yeah.
But he's right. I feel like I agree too. I think Virgil is perfectly rated. Definitely couldn't be overrated to me. He's either under or perfect for me. But he like really renovated a lot of what happened in the fashion world, the art world too. I mean, all the cover arts he's done have always been fucking incredible.
Watch the Throne cover is the best one.
Watch the Throne cover is peak because ain't nobody else thinking of that shit. And it's just simple but detailed. I feel like that's always what he was kind of like. That was his mantra. And even with all the Off-White stuff, same thing. It's just stuff in quotes on shoes, and you wouldn't think that would like if you told somebody that they'd probably be like, that sounds crazy. But then when you see it, you visualize it. You wear it, you just see how it's like put out in the world and you go, fuck, this dude's a genius. And he says something, it's a quote, I'm probably going to butcher it, but he's talking about, it's like he's doing this interview and then Virgil's talking about how like, if you go and see like a piece of contemporary art and it's just a fucking like, banana or some shit and he's like that it's in. Everyone's focused on the banana, but really you could take the banana, put it in a trash can, and then it's a banana in the trash can, or you could take the banana and put it in an art gallery and then it is a completely different thing. You repurpose the tool by putting it in a different room. You give it a different use. And I feel like just him saying those words, it's like stuff we know but don't know. It's like he taps into your subconscious when he says shit like that. And I think Virgil is he's a fucking genius. And I don't know any other way to describe it. I think his art style was awesome. He was very minimalistic while also like heavy neon greens on shit and like bright. Like he just knew contrast really well. And I think as far as designers go, he was one of the best, and he always will be. So we love you, Verge. Rest in peace. But
well, definitely.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking about that Kanye tweet right now, man.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
My bad.
Don't remind me, because I feel that I ain't gonna lie, I love you, Ye, but that shit pissed me off, bro. You gotta be better.
Very, very strange activity.
You gotta be better, man. And then maybe it is your rollout. Maybe it is, but I feel like if Virgil was still around, I feel like things might be different. And I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing someone who was once your brother depending on whatever difference it may be, the Louis Vuitton head design jealousy and stuff, and then, you know, like him teaming up with Drake at points and their beef and whatever, like, you gotta find a way to fix it. But unfortunately, Virgil is passed, so either way, that tweet's buck fucking wild. But we on stamp Virgil Abloh is perfectly rated.
Oh yeah, perfectly rated.
Stamped.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yay.
I was like, I know he's about to pull this shit right after. I knew it.
Funny.
Oh man, yeah, this is a good one.
I probably say yay up until Donda. Perfectly rated. Yay after Donda. Overrated.
That's valid. I hate to say it as a Kanye fan, but you're right.
Yeah, it's just like,
you're right.
Like, bro, Donda was such a...
That was the perfect outro.
The perfect, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He didn't need to do anything else after that, honestly. Like,
I would have loved if Kanye would have disappeared after Donda.
Same. That would have been the ultimate
farewell.
artist careare. Perfect.
Yeah, like, it would have been 10. It would have actually... Everything else would have been automatic 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it would have turned his career. It would turn, like, some points in his career, people look at his discography and they'll be like, oh, well, Jesus is King, isn't that good? Or what? Like, you know, you get those standard, stereotypical opinions, whatever. If he would have left after Donda, that would have carved out all the flaws and made it flawless.
It would have left us something to, like, we would have over analyzed Donda in the perfect kind of way and be like, oh wait, there was Easter eggs and all of this.
Yeah.
Like, it's the divorce. He's trying to find peace and this and that.
Yep.
He's like, you know, dedicates it to his mom. He's going back to like
the
roots.
Even him at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium floating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I'm like, that's on,
the
bro.
Perfect
that's
outro.
Your anime outro. Like, take it and go. And Come to Life is a fucking masterpiece. For the record, like I still stand by it. One of my favorite Kanye songs.
Because I'm gonna be honest, the shit with Ty Dolla $ign, trash.
Yeah,
it's just not good.
No, it's not.
It's like I can't even listen to it.
The song structure, like it's fucked up because the first Vultures project, like there are points in it where I'm like,
it's good. Man, there's good songs.
There's good potential in a lot of the shit.
Yeah,
it just is half baked. And even the Donda 2 rollout when he was doing it,
it was trash.
It was half baked as fuck. Sounded, and I know he does this a lot where he mixes as he goes. But like Donda 2, that was a big issue with me when I heard the listening party. I was like, this shit doesn't even sound like it's fucking been mixed on for more than an hour each song. Like, like, and you're Kanye, bro. You need to be 20 hours in on each song at the minimum. Like, but I agree. I think, he was perfectly rated until the Vultures era. And I think like anything after Donda, it's been kind of washed. The song structure's lost. The effort as the raps go are lost.
Yeah, I feel like the effort is just not there.
It's not.
Because it's like, bro, I feel like every Kanye fan, I feel like every hip hop fan is like really into like finding like those leaked albums and shit. Knows about all the fucking shit that Kanye has. Like I have a leaked version of Yeezus with like all the original.
Oh, that's all songs. The best. Yeah,
you know, I sent it to you, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that shit is fire because like you're hearing like where certain ideas originated or him like taking shit that was like these underground verses, like the Theraflu verse, right? That was never like an official song.
Yeah.
He puts it on a different beat with a different tempo. Yeah. And it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like shit like that could still go today.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he chooses to not release it.
I mean, it's like that. I just played you that Brothers song.
Yeah.
Like that. To me, that's like one of his best unreleased cuts ever. And he just. It's wild. Realistically, that dude's unreleased catalog is better than some people's actual catalogs.
Their best effort.
Like, literally their best effort.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, obviously, the Kim K divorce and stuff happened, but, like, it's like, after Donda, you just felt the effort got extremely minimized. It felt like there was less at stake for him. Yeah. And I feel like when he was making Donda, it felt like there was so much. It always feels like he's fighting to earn his credibility back, and when he does, he
fucks it up.
Like, currently he fucks it up, but like like even like back to the MBDTF days, like he was like the most hated man in the industry, and then he dropped the hottest album of all time, like literally. And
but let's like when you think about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he spent like millions of dollars per song.
Yeah.
So it's like they were like cinematic masterpieces in theory. Like like Gorgeous wasn't just, or like Runaway wasn't just a regular song.
No, definitely
that was the most minimal expensive song probably in music history.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, fuck, you get a sub bass, a fucking piano, guitar solo, and then a A1 Pusha T verse. Yeah. And that's it. Like
which he made Pusha rewrite. So
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I know all the facts about My Beautiful. I'm not going.
I mean, I love. My dream, no pun intended, was to be a fly on the wall in the Hawaiian, whatever the hotels. When there was like RZA and Pusha and fucking Nicki Minaj, and they're all in different rooms too. Like you walk down the hall, one room is RZA, Pusha T, and fucking Mike Dean working on some shit. You go down to the hall and it's Kid Cudi, fucking Drake, and fucking whoever. Like it's just, I mean, that's to me that's one of the coolest ways I've ever seen an album created.
Easy. I think that's definitely one of the sessions I wish I could be a fly on the wall for. That Watch the Throne.
Yep.
Lupe Fiasco's The Cool and Food and Liquor.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Probably those albums. For sure. Yeah.
That's real.
Maybe Section 80.
Ooh, that's
like
good.
any of the Kendrick albums.
I would have loved to have been, and this is one that I don't feel like. I mean, you know, a lot of people kind of like frowned upon the album because it was very vulnerable and probably more low tempo for Kendrick. But Mr. Morale, I would have actually loved to have been a fly on the wall on that because that's a different kind of development for an album. Yeah. So, like, what happened in those sessions? What created the ideas for that shit? Like,
my theory for that project is it was like low. It was like a very mellow project.
Yeah.
Because he gave us GNX.
Yeah. Well,
like GNX is not mellow.
I think it's so funny that he goes from like, all right, these are the therapy sessions. Now I'm about to be fucking like
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
But like, I think that's a real paralleled story for him as he like released all his inner like stresses and he could fully be himself and speak how he wanted to. So then that's why you get fucking him talking that shit on Like That, and then on Euphoria and Meet the Grams, and then he drops GNX, which is like his hard staple album kind of thing. Like, I
thought Damn was hard.
Damn, to me, and I know again, everyone has
one of my favorite projects.
Damn might be my favorite Kendrick project. Either that, Good Kid. I mean, it's toss up for those two for me.
To me, Damn is just groovy.
Yes,
and it's like groovy. It's pop, but it's also very hip hop.
It is.
It's like you get everything you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you get.
It's like I don't know how you can hate it.
No, like, it's his most well-rounded album to me. Yeah. I think you get, to me, Duckworth is one of the greatest. Who's that? Ninth Wonder? Who did the beat? Was it Flying Lotus or somebody? I can't remember who did the beat on that.
I can see that if it was like Fly Low or
but it's like that's one of my favorite rap songs ever. And then that's on his most fucking poppiest albums. And if you listen to it, you're not listening to it going, "This is a pop album."
Exactly. Like, you know, but like, you can if you looked at it aesthetically, sonically, it's a pop album.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, you got the Loyalty with Rihanna, Love with Zakari. Like those are pop bangers. But
they're the best songs on the album too.
They are the best songs on the album.
Arguably.
No, that's valid. I'm gonna put Duckworth in there too. Just because I love the storytelling side of Kendrick the most. That's that's when he's. I mean, you get something like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, or like Duckworth, like that's one of those songs I'm like, fuck, am I watching a movie or am I listening to a record? Like, But back on Kanye, because he was the pool. So Kanye is perfectly rated until Donda, and then now he's overrated. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm gonna just say, should I go off of like now or then?
You could go cumulative. Just give me a full Kanye spectrum. What you think he is? Like,
perfectly rated.
Yeah, you can't. You know, he's gonna have these moments all the time where he pisses off fucking everybody. Yeah. But you know what's funny? 3 months later, everyone's like, "Where's the album?"
Exactly. Where's the album?
Like literally, I mean, and what people don't realize too is like rock stars were doing this fucking shit in the 80s and 90s too. Yeah. Outspoken, saying foul shit. and they're highly fucking revered and like loved and shit and stuff like that. And
but you don't need to do that.
No, realistically, you should not be doing that. The only person who, and I don't even know if he's getting away with it anymore. The only person who gets away with it is Kanye.
I'd argue that Kanye's not getting away with it. I feel like every time,
not at this point,
every time he goes, every time he says some off the wall shit, he's diminishing his brand.
Yeah, he is 100%. And it's funny because he was just starting to repair it, and then he does this shit again, and I'm like, dude. Yeah, I told you earlier there was like a post where it's like the little cues you see on a computer, and it's like people clicking out, and it says you have ran out of he made graduations. Like, like that's how I feel right now. I'm like, I can't defend it. He's fucking crazy. Like,
for real, he's ruined it.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, Kanye West stamped perfect. Yeah, perfectly rated.
So I'll go with the. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
LeBron James.
Come
on. What can I say about my king?
Our glorious king.
Our glorious king.
My glorious king, LeBron James.
I hit like 2 memes back to back.
My only son.
Let's get a bronze shine real quick.
Hey.
In the middle of the video.
Hey. I'm gonna put that in there.
Put it in there.
Hey, that's funny as hell. Those memes kill me.
Nah, for real.
But where you got LeBron? Perfectly overrated, underrated?
Perfectly rated.
That's valid.
Perfectly
rated.
Valid.
That's valid.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, like kick him some game. Let's hear it.
Come on. I mean, all-time NBA scorer.
Yep. Points leader.
Points leaders. I also use Vince Carter as my benchmark for like
valid
for older players.
Yeah.
He's exceeded Vince Carter.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He exceeded Vince Carter and Tim Duncan. So it's like
he's up there with like Tom Brady as the greatest old athlete.
Like,
that don't happen.
Nah.
Like ever. Like
and like and then that's even like a crazy like comparison too, because like football is way more. It's like it's an impact. You know what I'm saying? It's a contact sport.
Yeah. It's like Tom Brady playing at 40. He could still play now. Which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, and it's like those guys. They spend like a couple million on their bodies every year. Mm-hmm. So it's like
incredible shape.
Yeah, So, but I just think it's dope. Like even like outside of like the technicalities of like the sport of basketball, it's incredible that somebody that age is like just yamming on people.
I mean, he's still got the athleticism.
And it's like funny because I think it gets more intimidating each year.
Yeah.
Because like I was like watching some clips from like yesterday. He's like from the logo.
Yeah.
Just
swagging.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
His 3 ball's nice now too.
Yeah. And he's putting on a fucking show. It's like, and people don't even know. Like I feel like the younger players that are playing with them don't even know how to play against him.
No.
Because they're like, I don't know if he's Unk or the most elite player in the league.
He's both. It's fucked up. He's Unk and he's the most elite player. Like, he's been the staple of, and to me, too, he's also the most durable athlete of all time.
Easy.
Never do I see him injured. And
I wonder why. Do you wonder, like...
I believe in some shit like this whenever he talks about it. He said that he's a big wine drinker.
Yeah.
And I do believe, I think wine... There was a period in my life when I was the healthiest I was, and I would have a glass of wine every night. I would have popcorn and wine.
Really?
Like, yeah. And I felt the most energetic in my mornings the next day. Now, you gotta have 1 glass of wine. You have a half bottle, you're gonna be fucking dying the next day. Like,
one of them weird headaches.
Yeah. A wine hangover ain't like no other hangover. I'll tell you that. But he's very big on him having a glass of red wine pretty consistently, from what it sounds like, and it's good for your body, good for your heart, and I'm sure. I mean, that's probably not the only thing, but I do know that he talks about that an awful lot. He's been outspoken about like, I drink a glass of wine a day, and I feel like that helps keep. It's just like a little pinch of alcohol to clean out the insides, and you get a little fruit juice in there too. So,
for sure.
But I don't know, man. He's different. He's 6'8", 245, and
I mean, he's Bron.
Yeah, he's Bron. Yeah, he. Man, I just don't think we'll ever get an athlete. You get one of those athletes every 25 years. Yeah. You get a LeBron, a Tom Brady, those dudes who can play till they're 45. Michael Jordan, even fucking football, I don't know who else I'd throw in there with Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
You know, like, because he played 23 years, and he was still the best at. If you can play past your 40s and you are at the top of your game, you're a different specimen. Like, you just flat out are. Cause
and that's the thing that makes it like crazy, is because like there's no players that play that old. Like most of them, like Wade got out quick.
They get out at like 35, 33 even. Like, fuck.
Dwayne Wade got out quick. D Rose was done pretty early.
That's my dog.
Yeah. I mean,
we love D Rose.
We got Curry. I think Curry will be in there.
Yep. He's got the game. I feel like if you're a good 3-point shooter, you can play till you're fucking however old. Like
he's
Steph,
like that.
Steph will be up there too. He's one of those guys. He's a LeBron, Tom Brady kind of guy.
Yeah, no, Steph like that old dude at the YMCA with that shooter with that.
You can't stop
him.
You can't stop him.
He like jogs up court.
Yeah, he's half-assing it. And you're like, what the fuck?
and that's all he does. He don't drive.
Nothing.
He might hit you with some handles.
Yep, it hits you a little step back though. That's it. That's all he needs. His bag is deep. Yeah. I mean, Steph's a different breed. But back on LeBron, I might have to agree. I was a former LeBron hater because I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. Yeah. So he would punch us out of the playoffs every fucking year with Derrick Rose. And I was like, God, when are we going to ever get past this fucking guy? He wins in the East every year. Then he went to the Lakers. I was like, you know what? I kind of like him, bro. Like, I can't even hate. Like, the dude is really, like, he's really him. Like, the longevity, the fact that he went to 9 straight NBA finals, that ain't happening again. I'll tell you that right now. There's not going to be a superstar who makes 9 straight. That's literally, it just turns into the fucking, it's the LeBron fucking invitational at that point. It's not even the NBA finals. Like, and that, LeBron invitation. It really is. Like, it's like, all right, I'm going to be there so you guys can come when I get there kind of thing. Like, and LeBron's just, he's GOAT status, bro. Like, dude is fucking... he doesn't have to do anything else. He could fucking retire right now and be. He could have retired 2 years ago and been fine. Like, but he wants more, and I respect that. Now they got Luka. Who knows what happens with that? Maybe they fucking.
To me, that's crazy.
That's it.
Alternate universe we're in right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. NBA trade deadline been fucking wild. Yeah. Jimmy going to the fucking Warriors. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But LeBron getting Luka, like. Basically, to me, I feel like Luka is like a less athletic LeBron Jr. because minus the defense. He's horrible on defense. But he plays offense in such a similar style that LeBron does. Gets everybody involved. Can score from everywhere on the floor. Draws fouls like crazy. And now he can mentor this guy. And realistically, what the Lakers should do to me, they need to have LeBron focus solely on defense. Like, let him play the 4 and the 5, and let him be Miami Heat LeBron. Where he's just flying up and down the court and blocking shots, like that. And let Luka be de facto offensive guy. Because he ain't good on defense. So don't let him waste his energy. Just let him put it all on offense and let LeBron put it all on defense.
Because Bron is going to get points no matter what.
He'll get 24 a game no matter... Just off fucking putbacks. Like, you know? But he'll... LeBron, I'll agree with you. 6 years ago, I would have said overrated. Now, I'm going to say perfectly rated, and I will agree. All my friends that we've gotten into debates with LeBron about, I'm sorry. I'm on your side now. I agree. He's the guy, bro. LeBron.
You know what we need to close this out with? Another Bron shine.
You are my sunshine, my own.
For our glorious king.
Our glorious king, LeBron. Oh, no, I agree. Perfectly rated. Oh, yeah. That's stamped. Mm-hmm. LeBron, if you ever see this, I want an autograph. That's all I can ask for.
Fair ask. All right, let's see what we got.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. PlayStation.
Hell yeah.
I mean...
Just as a whole, not one specific console, but
I mean, that was like my first real video game system. Was the PlayStation.
Hell yeah.
the opening sound was so fucking iconic.
Ooh,
like
shit, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can't recreate it, but in my head I'm hearing it right now.
Yeah. Also, I grew up, I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but like Pizza Hut used to have like the free demo disc.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Did Nintendo ever do that? I'll wait.
No.
Exactly.
Burp.
I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Like Nintendo wasn't giving out free demo cartridges.
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying?
Sony crushing it.
Sony crushed it with the demo disc.
Ever since too.
Yeah.
They haven't put the foot off the pedal.
What's funny is during the Xbox 360 era, Microsoft was actually foot on necks on PlayStation back then.
That's
PlayStation
true. Yeah.
only had like dedicated titles, where Xbox 360 just had more expansive.
They had everything. Where like PlayStation's like exclusive based.
Yeah. And like 360 had it had Halo 3, it had Gears of War.
Halo was fire. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fun.
Yeah, it had what else did it have? What's another game 360 had?
For Xbox.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I always think of as Halo and Gears of War.
It had Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. It had
It had so I guess I'll back up a little bit. The titles that PlayStation 3 had at the time just felt cheap.
Yeah.
They felt like they were like they created them in a week and just put them out.
Yeah, they're like as quick as we can get them out just to compete.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's like they had some interesting games. Like my favorite game on PS3 was Resistance.
Okay.
It was like, imagine like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty 1, like World War I type shit.
Yeah.
But with aliens.
That's hard.
Hard as fuck.
That's tough.
It was one of the hardest games ever.
Hell yeah.
But like they just weren't on point then, but I'll probably say perfectly rated now.
For PlayStation. I agree. I think they're probably the most close to undefeated console. The PS3 might have been the weakest installment of the consoles.
100%.
I love my PS5. But I have so many memories, I think, with my PS4 and 2 than anything else.
The 2 was fucking crazy,
The 2 is probably... That might be the most... Isn't it the most highly sold console of all time?
Probably.
The Switch just beat it out, but it was the PlayStation 2 for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And all my... Fuck, do you remember Sly Cooper? You ever play those games?
Yeah, I remember Sly Cooper, yeah.
Oh my god, if y'all have never played Sly Cooper, bro, that's one of the best PlayStation exclusives you'll ever get.
Yeah, that's kind of up there with like Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, even that style of like animation too, like what is it? It was like
it just felt fun.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Fuck, and then all the God of War series is just incredible. I mean...
Yeah, I mean on PlayStation 2, bro, Prince of Persia.
Ooh,
come on, man.
That's another classic. Going slow-mo, running up the walls and shit. Yeah, and that shit was hard.
Yeah, Prince of Persia, Midnight Club, Dub Edition.
Yup.
Burnout Paradise.
Even the early Grand Theft Autos. Yeah. Like 3, Vice City.
Like,
all that. Those are iconic.
They're iconic because, like, we didn't know that was possible in a video game to be, like, open world at the time.
You could go wherever the fuck you want. Yeah, and it was do like, whatever you want. You could interact with NPCs for the most part.
And like the way they did like the loading screen made it seem like it was no loading happening in the game.
Yeah.
Like it was just, you were just...
Seamless.
It just felt seamless.
Yep.
It's something about like the way they did the screens, bro.
It was,
Maybe because there was no like start menu.
Yeah.
The start menu was like you going into a garage, and I think that's how they got you with the fucking open world shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
Bro, those are like I have so many memories because my brother was always the one who got the consoles first, and then it just kind of like passed down through everyone.
Word.
But my brother got the PS2, so I'd always fucking sneak on and play it whenever, and like I always think of whenever I think of PS2, I think of playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City when my mom's like, "You aren't allowed to play that.
Yeah,
that game's too violent." I'm like getting the cheat codes for like tanks and shit, blowing up fucking cop cars, like fuck. But it was, I mean, like. Those games and the PlayStation 2 hold a fucking special place in my heart. And the current PS5 is fire as fuck too.
I gotta get it. So I gotta get it.
You got to. Specifically for the new God of War game, like I know it came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So good. I just love the storylines, and they do a really good job at like, I don't know, just I played the Black Myth Wukong game too. That one was getting a lot of like praise recently.
Yeah.
Super hard. I'm not really big into the super hard like boss fight games.
Me neither.
But like Elden Ring and shit like that, like But it's fun. I ain't gonna lie. I buy that shit because I am a video game nerd. I'll hop on and fucking jam for a little bit. But yeah, PlayStation is just, man, their exclusives are fire, and now they have access to more than the exclusives. So I think that just makes them hard to beat. Like,
also, I feel like people are louder about like the PS5. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like I'm a gaming PC owner.
Yeah.
Like, I needed something like fast to record on. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And like, do design shit. But like, I feel like Microsoft started to focus on like their Xbox Game Pass system on the PC.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of took attention away from the fact that they have like an Xbox system.
Right, yeah.
And then I read somewhere that they so like I built my computer from scratch.
Yeah.
And when I wanted to upgrade to Windows 11, they have like a special like security patch in it that's the reason why they dropped Windows 11, because they were actually in cahoots with like the gaming industry or some shit like that.
Oh shit, yeah.
Right? So people like me that like had gaming systems, like PC gaming PCs or whatever, and like Windows 10 systems, people, I guess so many kids on Windows 10 were hacking the game.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, fuck them. We're just gonna make them rebuy systems with Windows 11 with the security patch.
Oh damn.
So if you want to play, you gotta get a new system.
Right.
And pretty much like when I try to play Call of Duty, it blocks my shit.
Damn.
Because I like force upgraded my system.
Oh no.
And like I feel like they focus so much on
that,
like the anti-cheat shit.
Yeah, that it's like hindering like a little bit.
It's hindering like their brand in terms of being a gaming authority.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like it took me a while to get to that point.
No, you're right though. Yeah. I mean, fuck.
And it is what it is. Like PlayStation's now properly rated.
It is valid
because of it.
We will say that PlayStation is perfectly rated. And see now one thing that does irk me though is they're saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is the next one.
Yeah.
They're saying that they want to release that, like, at least these are rumors, release it in tandem with the PS6. And it's like, damn, I just got the PS5, bro. Like, give it some time to marinate, like, a little bit. Like,
what's funny though is like I still have the PS4 and it still works great.
The PS4, I still got my PS4 too. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. And like, there's some games that I have on there that I only play on my PS4. I don't re-download them on my 5. Like,
exactly.
I got Kingdom Hearts and like fucking. I got an older version of Call of Duty on there that like I still fucking spam. Like, the PlayStation, you're on fire right now, but you're moving too fast.
It's way too fast. Like, it doesn't make any sense to make people get a new PlayStation. For a singular game.
For one game. Like, and I understand Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to be huge, like revolutionary, but
that's just not fair.
That's not fair. I don't got fucking $800 to chuck in another console like that.
And
like,
let's not forget how hard it was to get a PS5.
Oh shit!
It was like
you had to rob somebody to get it.
And that's what they did.
Straight up.
All right, let me pull another one of these.
Hell yeah! This is the box is empty, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Fried rice.
Hell yeah!
Very
staple.
Very St. Louis staple.
The most St. Louis staple there is.
Yeah, I mean, properly rated, man.
Hell yeah!
Like my first like memories of like eating like something that I loved was probably like fried rice St. Paul. Ham St. Paul.
Yes,
sir. That's what I grew up on.
That's
like,
gas.
Man, yeah, like it's properly rated.
That's valid. I think specifically St. Louis fried rice is like, it's different here. It just is.
Yeah.
Most Chinese food is just different here.
Yeah, and people don't believe it, but
no, it is.
It's different.
I've had Chinese food in Colorado, Kansas City, fucking Arizona, like, and it's good. It's all right. This shit. Different.
Yeah, it's different.
But yeah, it's funny you said a St. Paul. I had a St. Paul, like, my grandma had passed away and we had like a little gathering with our family and shit. We all got some Chinese food and then everyone else got all just the normal stuff. I saw they had a St. Paul on the menu. I was like, oh, I'm about to. I haven't had one in a while. Let me get a little pork St. Paul and fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Got pork St. Paul and some fried rice, bro. It was a wrap. That shit was so fucking good.
Nah, for sure.
But fried rice to me, I feel like, even like you go to like a hibachi place, like Kobe or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my only beef with going to hibachi restaurants is I hate having to sit at the table with another family.
Yeah.
And shit.
And they're hella excited. Yeah. You're like, all right.
And I'm like, I just came here for the food, man. Yeah. Like, you know, and it's fun to like see you do all the cooking shit, but I'm not eating with your family. You know, right. But I'll sacrifice my social anxiety for the fried rice. Because the fried rice goes crazy at the hibachi joints. They put so much butter and like garlic and whatever the fuck in there and like soy sauce. Oh. Yeah. Shit's just crazy. Yeah. But yeah, fried rice, I agree. Perfectly rated.
Yeah, perfectly rated. But not every spot is made equal.
That's true.
Let's be real here.
That's true.
Some of them are...
there are some mid fried rice spots.
Some mid fried rice spots. Also some questionable fried rice spots.
That's valid.
Like, I don't even know if I want to eat. What is in this?
Yeah, exactly. you know it's good. I feel like the fried rice is good when you get that perfect like golden brown coloring on it. Yeah. Like I hate when it's like I know it's about to be bad if I see too much white rice in my fried rice kind of thing. Like if
well, I had an experience once, man, where I got some hot braised chicken, right?
Yeah,
hot braised chicken is like it's like General Tso.
Yep.
You're not from St. Louis, like General Tso, but like kind of spicy and garlicky. Mm-hmm. That's the only way to explain it.
Yeah,
but it had some hot braised chicken. I didn't have it. I got it from this spot that's now shut down, and the chicken smelled like feet. Ooh. It smelled like. I don't even know how to explain
funky.
It was funky. It was like, and I was gonna go back the next day and complain, and it was not open anymore.
Oh, damn!
And I'm like, did they give me like bad chicken?
Damn, maybe that might have been it for them.
It traumatized me. I haven't had Chinese food since.
Damn,
that was like
that's wild.
That was probably like 2017, 2018. It ruined it for me.
That's brutal. That's fair though, because I ain't gonna lie. If I get some funky ass foot chicken, bro. Like, I ain't going back.
Not going back, man.
That's a wrap.
And I'm like, I don't judge anybody that eats it, but I'm just like, man, it's taking a risk, bro.
Hey, that's real.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, fuck. Who knows? Yeah. I feel like sometimes at like certain restaurants, you do get that like one bad experience moment where it's like, all right, these motherfuckers didn't pay attention. Yeah. They fucked my shit up. It's like nasty. Something's moldy in here. Like. Yeah.
That's the only time that's ever happened. I hope that's the only time it ever happens. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it happens once in everyone's lifetime.
Yeah.
Once in everyone's lifetime. You're going to have one fucked up food experience.
Yeah, food poisoning. At the
minimum. Yeah, one bad. I ain't going to lie. I had, oh man, and I don't want to throw them under the bus because I still eat there and I love the food. But it was Valentine's Day like 5 years ago, and me and my wife went to... we rented a room at the Moonrise. Yeah. So we were just gonna like stay overnight at the Moonrise, go to the rooftop bar, whatever, and just kind of go up and down the loop and kick it. We went to Three Kings for dinner. And I love Three Kings.
Three Kings chicken tenders are fire.
I ain't gonna lie, Three Kings is one of my that's probably my favorite chicken wings too. They're up there. They're top three. I ain't gonna put them number one, but they're top three. Because they got big meaty and they're breaded and they have this sweet Thai chili sauce that they do for one of them. Fire. But I remember this was one time it was either food poisoning or something, but I had a buffalo chicken wrap from there and we went back to the hotel room. I was like, all right, cool. Well, we got the rest of the night. Let's like go up to the rooftop bar, have some cocktails, like whatever. And I got back to that hotel room and I was throwing up everywhere, bro. It was ass. And it almost scarred me. I was like, damn, I don't want to go to Three Kings anymore. But then I went 2 months later.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a wild dude.
But I didn't get the buffalo chicken wrap this time. I just got like they had like a French dip on garlic cheese bread. Oh, that shit was fucking gas. But
that's fire.
But yeah, that was my bad food poisoning experience. Yeah. And it kind of like sold me out, and I really haven't been to Three Kings very much since, but I do love their food. Their food's good.
They just had somebody different working. That's all.
Yeah, they probably just had someone who didn't give a fuck or some shit. Like that's always how it happens. Fuck, I work in a restaurant too. I'm already hip, and I ain't throwing my restaurant under the bus, but it's just restaurant service. That shit happens. Service.
I've seen some crazy shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
So fried rice is perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Damn, that makes me want to get some fried rice, bro.
High key.
Shit. But that's it, folks. That's all the overrated, underrated. Man, it was awesome to have you on here, Phonzz. Let's definitely do it again in the future. We got music coming. He's got music coming next week.
Yeah, next week, February 17th. I mean, you'll probably see this.
Yeah, this is my plan is to drop this episode on the 12th. Wait, is that the right day? 5th. Yeah, the 12th will be... No.
Wait.
The 19th is when I'm dropping this. It's
okay.
So I drop it on Wednesdays.
Word.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right.
Yeah, no, you good. So I guess I'll speak in the...
19th, yeah. 19th. So your episode will come out in a couple weeks from now. So your project should be out too. Yeah, hell yeah. Cool.
Well, yeah, new project. My boy Javon World out in LA. Bishi Boys.
Hell yeah.
Inspired by, we both had Mitsubishis at one point that, we no longer had, but it was like this car that got us through like this like period of your life where you're like, you only got a couple bucks.
Yeah, I need something to get me from point A to point B.
Yeah, point A to point B. You got $1 in a dream. You're still trying to be creative and do this thing that feels impractical.
Hell yeah.
You're trying to find a way. And it's like, now we're on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, Bishi Boys is like, like if you had a Mitsubishi, if you had a Honda Accord, if you had a Camry, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna relate to this.
Yep.
So
that's real.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's my shout out to my Hyundai Elantra out there. Yeah. It's similar. But different.
You know what I'm saying? It gave you character.
Hell yeah. No, literally. You have to have those humbling kind of moments with your car kind of thing. As wild as that sounds for all the car drivers out there. But damn, yeah, I'm looking forward to that project. I know you've spun a couple records over here and they're fire as fuck.
I appreciate it.
I like what this dude's cooking, and y'all will too. Do you have anything else you want to leave the people with before we hop off?
I mean, I'll say this: like, if you made it this far, and you want to like work on some shit, hit me up. I don't always have the most time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always open to like dope collabs.
Yes, sir.
Outside of that, if you need like a little piece of inspiration, if you build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying? I'm fortunate enough to be like, I consider myself that someone that's been successful off rap because because of my design.
Hell yeah.
So like I didn't intend to ever be a graphic designer. I actually ran from it. Mm-hmm. And if you lean on the skills it takes to be like an artist, a singer, whatever, you can take those tools that you have in your bag and create something like build around the thing that you want to do.
Hell yeah.
And you just figure out how to make that shit work. And you can like at the very least make a living doing something creative.
Fuck yeah.
And like
something you want to do.
That you want to do and like live to have like a life that you feel like you can bear. Cause that's what it was for me.
Free game.
Again, like
free game.
Yeah, like that's what it was for me. Cause some days you just feel like it's just like, man, like being able to like do some shit that you really want to do.
Yeah.
And make some bread and people like react to it in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's like it's great. It's a great feeling.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's what I got.
I love it. That's real. I couldn't agree more. And like you said, hit him up for collabs, bro. He is super talented, one of the most creative people I know personally.
Yeah,
so
appreciate
it. Hell yeah. Don't sleep. And show some motherfucking love, bro. That's something I want to see more of. Stop being shy.
Yeah.
It's okay to like each other's shit and show love. So let's do that shit, man.
Yeah. One last thing, actually.
Yeah, drop a bomb on him.
Follow me, Instagram, Phonzz, Phonzz. Go to my Substack, Unfound Empire. If you're like somebody that's a creator or designer, whatever, that's like trying to understand like how to make this whole machine go. You want to be part of a community of people and like, and get like, I'm putting out like resources on there. I'm not going to tell people ahead of time, but I'll give you an idea. It'll be like, my favorite font that I really like to use. If you're wondering like, damn, that's a tight font.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it away for free.
Damn.
Because who cares? It's a font. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving away my paintbrush.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
Here, take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
free game, literally.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm doing stuff like that. Just keep an eye on it. Lots of music coming out. New Search Party this year is going to be very, very dope. Very incredible. Yeah. Get with it.
Damn right. Yeah. Stay tapped in, man. He's dropping shit consistently. Don't sleep. Thank you for watching another great episode. Phonzz, it's an honor to have you on.
My dog.
We will do it again.
Yes,
you already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Our EP, we don't know what it's called yet. Coming soon. Fuck. It was awesome, bro. I'm Remember Buddha. This is Phonzz. This is Fly on the Wall. Stay tapped in. More episodes next week. More episodes, more music videos, more music, more art. We got the foot on the pedal, and we ain't taking it off that bitch. We'll see you later. Remember Buddha TV? We're out.
Peace.